Hello and welcome back to the Ancient Book Review, another non-ancient book. We have Jack Vance, The Languages of Pow. Thin, short, you can read it in the afternoon, 2 days. Read it a little bit, finish this in a week easy. Jack Vance, great author. This is one of his science fiction works. This was written in 1958, and that is something important to note about it. It is about space. It's about aliens. Well, they're humans, I guess, but they live on the other planets, and they've lived on these planets for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. So this is set far in the future. But otherwise, they're still human. The ideas in here are astounding to have been created in 1958. He's talking about spaceports. What? This was before I think this was before Sputnik. This was before we put anything in space. We just beat the Germans. Well, not just, but still. Right? This is an old book. At the beginning of the space race sort of era. I don't know how much of this is stuff that he implanted into science fiction and popular culture, or how much is stuff that he copied from others. I'm sure there's some original stuff that can trace its roots back to here. Is this the best Jack Vance book? No, it is not. Is it the best science fiction book? No, it is not. Is it worth reading? Yeah, sure, it's worth reading. The first half is kind of weird. Kind of goes nowhere, really. It sets up stuff, sure. The first half, it's all right, but it does start to get a little boring. And then once he gets to Pow, the first half he's actually in another planet for a long time. Once he actually gets to Pow, the story starts to pick up, and it starts to go faster until it is over before you know it, right? So if you're a big Jack Vance fan, read it. Sure, it's good. There's not as much world building as there is in a lot of his other works. A lot of his other works, he's talking about the cultures and the people, and read Planet Adventure if you want good Jack Vance. Right? It's a 4-part book series. It's a standalone book. It is not. I don't believe it's in any other of his many universes. He's created book series that are in their own universes. This is a standalone one, so it's not in the same universe as any of the others, I don't believe. But reading it, thinking, this is made in 1958, it really is some astounding stuff. Now, the theory that this book is based on is about languages and how languages can influence culture and how people think and behave, right? So, apparently it's been scientifically disproven, right? A very interesting idea, how they use languages to terraform the population, in a manner of speaking, right? To, they have like a language for the military. They grow up their whole life, they only speak this one language, and it's very like Klingon, right? It's very war-based language and everything. And the idea, they don't have a word for happiness or peace or whatever, right? Now, if you're thinking, this is a lot of language stuff in it, it is not. It does not have a lot of language stuff in it. Language is mentioned, the different languages are mentioned, they're what they do, but there's no details. Very, very few glimpses into the way the languages are supposed to work and everything. So this is not Tolkien level, Elvish, or whatever, right? This isn't Klingon. You can't actually learn any of the languages here. I'm sure someone, who knows, maybe someone did make up some of those. There are some. So people have made some constructed languages, like Esperanto, but have made some that have like specific concepts or trying to use basically the theory of this, languages that are highly technical, so that you can be super precise with these languages, more than you could in English, right? Or something like that. They're not very popular. I've never learned any of them, but I have heard of them and did some research. I am a big language nerd, I guess. Anyways, that's the book review. It's a pretty good book. If you just want it just for a light reading, this is light reading, right? This is not super complex. Okay, this is not this, which I will review once I'm done. This this is a much more complex book, but good light reading. So read it.